The game tonight is straight pool to 200 points. Most of you know what that is, some of you don't. Straight pool is a game where you call your shot. Each ball counts as 1 point. If it's an obvious shot, as many will be, you don't have to call it. So it's 200 points, and the trick of straight pool, the great players, you run off 14 of the balls, you leave the balls in a position called the break ball to get into the next round. So say Mika runs the ball, he leaves the balls right here. I rack him, and very good for racking for Mika. I know how to do it, very good at that. And then somebody just keeps shooting, the ball goes in the rack, breaking down the balls, and his opponent sits in the chair. Unless it's Thorsten, who can sit Mika in his chair in a heartbeat. So we have, without further ado, we have a barber of events. We have arguably the 2 greatest straight pool players in the world. Certainly, they are one's in the Hall of Fame, one is on his way to the Hall of Fame. They're multiple world champions in multiple disciplines, and we are so proud and happy to have them. And the first one is the challenger, which sounds weird to say because he's won world championships so many times. This is Thorsten, the hitman, Hohmann from Fulda, Germany. And our challenger, our champion, and I like to think almost like a house pro here. He comes every year and wows the crowd. He's a great friend of Greenwich Ballroom, a great friend of mine. And he is a sensational player, a world champion. He travels all over, meets everybody from the good to 10 million. And he is the Iceman from Finland, Mika Immonen. Straight pool starts with a safety because you have to call your shot. You can't call on the ref. So gentlemen, flag for the break. Let's do it.
Hey, Jim? I don't know if it's what time is that. No, whatever.
Mika's won the lag, Thorsten will break. They'll be calling safety. 2 balls plus the cue ball, plus the other way. Here we go. Safety is good.
All right, looks like he's playing the 8 ball in the corner.
Now, Mike and I just finished playing in a world championship where Mika and Thorsten were playing, and Mika needed 16 balls to win the game. And Mike, tell him what happened. Tell him what Thorsten did.
I don't know. I didn't see it. No, Mika
All
ran
right.
out. Or Thorsten ran out,
He
right?
had 112 and out on him. So both these players are capable of running over 100 balls at any time, and both these players are capable of running out the entire 200 balls.
So Thorsten just left himself on the rail, so he's going to take a simpler shot and get back in line here.
And this is a real interesting match because it's a contrast in playing styles. Thorsten's more of a shot maker, aggressive, and Mika is more plays a quieter game, more positional. Thorsten looks like he's been working out, right? No, really.
Yeah,
a lot of people say I look like him.
It's a
Actually,
very
nobody,
close comparison.
Actually, nobody says I look like him. Just,
I actually thought Thorsten would take care of the 2-ball there, but he came back to the other half of the table. Looks like he's going to attack these balls and decide on when he's going to use the break ball and maybe use the 2 balls as a key ball at the end.
I'm going to take your word for it, since I can't see a damn thing from here. No, I can't. The ledge.
We need that. This stuff is high. We have the whole picture.
Okay, so Thorsten is still going. He's made about 5 or 6 balls. He has one problem ball up the table that I could see from here. And, I see Alex Pagulon waving hello to us. I think I'm going to call immigration.
He's got one other congestion with the 7 and 14, so he's going to attack the 7 and 14 and 2 at some point and make his run easier.
I'm going to have to take your word on this.
Yeah, he just broke out the 7-14. That was a big shot that opened up a major problem.
Does he have a break shot?
I believe the 6-ball is a break shot, if I'm seeing the table clearly. Again, we're quite a bit away, so I can't see the line of the rack from where I am. Okay, if I see the pattern correctly,
You leave the ball up the table for the key ball.
yeah, he's going to go, well, no, I think he's going to go 14-2, 15-6.
Nah. Only a mad person would do that. You see, I told you.
14-2, 15-6, yeah. So he's using the 6-ball as a break shot, so the 6-ball must be out. He's going to favor the left side of the 15 as we're looking at it. So he can go to the long round back out if he needs, or
I
if he
think
got...
he came out too far.
He might have got perfect where he can just draw straight back a little bit. Right, we may be in luck here. Looks like we have a possible screen as long as Bob keeps getting throws.
Yeah, looks good. All right.
Well, it's 14 now. You might see these people do this by playing position with the cue ball. It's all about playing position with the cue ball. 14 now.
Okay, he's shooting break shot with the bridge. And he nailed it. All right, so Thorsten is going. Sorry for the delays and the interruptions, but we're moving the equipment, and I just got a better view of the stuff. Okay, so Thorsten has a little cluster in the middle. He's got an isolated ball up the table. and he's going for that isolated ball. And
I think he overshot a little bit here.
yeah, the ball just kind of got away from him up there. Now that he can't play off that ball, he's got to come up with the 3, leave himself a shot at the 14.
Go into the stack or the 5 ball and have the four balls insurance, or he could try to maneuver around the balls and.
I don't think he can. Well, maybe. Oh, he's got the 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's much better. Internal balls are always better if you can get those out.
Yeah. The only problem I see right now is the 7-5 and that 1 ball up the table. He's got break shots, so he's only got to address one problem.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go 13-7 now if he can. I think the 7 still goes. I don't think the 5 precludes the 7 from going in the lower left corner. So if that is tied up, he's probably going to address that quickly. He might get rid of the 1 next.
Not the main thing, though. The main thing is the cluster that adjusts that.
Go underneath and hit the 5 now the 4 is insurance.
Oh, yeah.
He may have developed the 5 or the 7 as another break shot, I'm not sure.
He'll clear out the 12 right now, but I don't think he'll do that. Looks like the 4 is the shot. 2 is the break shot.
Yeah, the 5 might block the 12 a little bit from where I'm looking, Danny. I'm not sure if the 12 goes.
Yeah, and no, it doesn't leave anything anyway. I think the 4 is the shot. This is nice. He could play the 5-7, the 15, and the 12, and then use the 1 as a key ball.
Yeah, the 2's in the middle of the table and the 1's off the rail enough to where it's a pretty easy position.
All right, looks like the 12 is going to be the key ball.
Yeah, 5-7, 1-12.
Looks like it. It'd be really good either way, depending on how they lay at the end.
Yeah, it might be good to mention that the table was just reclocked 2 weeks ago. Inside English is catching nicely on it. They're playing in very, very good conditions here at Greenleaf's. Jim keeps the tables in immaculate condition. And this is the finest conditions you could ask for a tournament of this nature.
Yeah, air conditioning has made it quite comfortable. There's about a good 70 people watching this match right now.
Right, you'll notice I favored the left side of the table for the 12 so they can go off the rail again. And this is pretty natural. Try to favor the middle of the table as opposed to the right side of the table as we're looking at.
Good.
Perfect position.
Very nice. Okay, well, Jim's got a good crowd for his charity. Well, tell us about the charity, Mike.
I'm not sure about the charity.
Okay, it's for the it's
animal shelter?
It's an animal shelter. It's actually for a couple of animal shelters and the Humane Society.
Yeah, Jim's a big animal lover, as we all are. And
I'm an animal lover too. I had a cheeseburger this afternoon. No, I shouldn't make fun. It's a worthy cause, and the players are here for that, and we're here for that. All right, Thorsten is going into his third rack now. Score should be 28 zip, 28-0.
Yeah, and he made the break ball, so 29-0. Thorsten's still got quite a bit of congestion there in the middle. He'll try to weed through the balls and make that a little easier. This will be a nice half-table game. I think he might have hooked himself on the 6. If you can see the 6, he's going to get the 6 now, otherwise he'll play the 12 on the side.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but I think he's going to try to eliminate all the balls near the bottom of the table, like the 6 to 10, the 15, the 9 to 3, and then go in them again. Open
Well,
them up.
I think if he clears out the 2 and the 9, he might get a shot at the 15. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard for us to tell because the cameras aren't working. I think our technicians got the equipment from Frank Lloyd Wright or somebody over here. They got a good price on some Hal Wallace equipment.
They're just having some Wi-Fi issues, so they'll still have a good recording of this for Jim and for sale, but at the moment we're having
They're
a little difficulty.
recording, but we just can't see it.
Yeah.
Too clear. That's the
The customers will see it better than we get to see it, so hopefully we call it all right.
This position right here, where he's back cutting the 15, so this is a little dicey. A shot like this can be missed. Also, you don't want to overhit it because you'll be sending balls all over the table.
Yeah, he will open up the rest of the stack in this shot, though. He's got a very good angle to clean everything out.
Now there's a problem with that shot. You see that he drove the 7 up the table?
Right.
And that creates another problem he's got to deal with. I mean, it's not insurmountable, but it's a problem. This is
Yeah, at the moment I don't see. That looks like the 12 ball or the 13. Yeah, he's going to have the 12 balls a break shot, I think, at the end here.
13 he's got to shoot now.
Danny, can you see if the 11-4 goes or not?
Yeah, the 11 goes, not the 4.
So we may end up seeing the 7 ball be the key ball again, or a possible key ball since it is up by itself up there. Or he'll try to address it pretty soon while he's got the 5 and the 4 to bring him back to this half the table. Really just, personal preference.
He'll
here, I
just
believe.
pump that out. Yeah, he wants to put the 4 in play. He doesn't want to leave it on the rail. All he did was able to do it safely. Okay, well, it looks like the 14. He's clearing these off very nicely. He just improved the break shot, created another one rather, and he's always maintaining contact with an object ball. He's not losing the cue ball at all. Okay. Now the question is, does he clear up 2 of these 3 balls and then pick up the 7 for the key? Or does he pick up 1 and 1, back and forth, back and forth?
Yeah, the match ends, it's useless. Just tell Jesse it's...
Mike is discussing something with
our commentaries
with the technician right now. So
it's not about seeing which ball, it's about seeing the proper angles.
So
coming at an angle,
he's picking up the 4 and then the 7. He's looking to see what the resulting angle will be.
Yeah, they can hear both of us.
A nice 2-rail shot. He dropped it into a large target zone. And now, depending on the angle of the 7, you should be able to snap that back and put the cue ball in the middle of the table, leaving a nice angle on the 1. Maybe not as much of an angle as he'd like, but he's got an angle nonetheless.
All right, guys, we're about to get a good visual here, so maybe we'll be able to commentate a little better here shortly. Sorry about that, guys. We're trying to work with this.
Another shot. Thorsten's working on his 4th rack here. He's going through them at a pretty good speed.
As is his nature.
As is his nature. All right, now.
All right, guys. He's going to address these 3 balls at the bottom rail. Whenever you have balls against the rail, you try to get rid of those.
Just lost the cue ball.
Yeah, he just got safe on the 7, I think.
He's got the 2 ball.
Yeah, he may have the 7. He looks like he's got the 7. He'll obviously take the 7 first. If not, he'll have to get
Jack
a bridge
up.
and take the 2.
Yeah, that's what you know. He just ran into the balls a little bit. That's all it takes. It looks like he has it.
He's probably playing position on the 9 here.
Might be going 2 rails around. Yeah.
Yeah, he got on the 9. Good shot. You'll notice that he's lost his speed a couple of times. That's just because he hasn't played on the table much. As he gets more and more into the run, he'll probably have a better and better cue ball.
I'd like to mention that he just flew in from Germany. Literally. He got off the plane and drove 2 hours here from Dulles Airport.
Okay, that seemed a little risky to me. He just played the 9 and tried to jump the cue into the stack and get a little relief, and just wasn't able to get much. I don't know if he has a shot here. Oh. Sorry, I think I just got disconnected here. All right, guys, I don't know if you can hear us or not.
Okay.
So we're still having some lag with the with our visual, despite
It's frozen again.
as close to the camera as possible so that we can see what's going on here.
He's got a tough little shot with the bridge on the 14. He's got to hope to come up with a shot at the end of this. He doesn't know what the 8's going to do.
Right. I think he's going to have to cut the 15 in next, Danny.
Yeah, he should go into them. There's a gap between the 6-13 and the way it's laying. Bad things might happen. He might fall right into that gap. Could it fall?
Right, he might have the 13 up table.
I think he has the 5 ball. He doesn't look overly concerned about this.
Yeah. The 13's close, but if he's pretty close to straight in, he'll be able to hit this with a high percentage accuracy.
Yeah, he could draw back into the 10, maybe separate the 10 off the 6.
Didn't quite get the relief on
no,
the.
that's good. That's good. That's good. That's fine.
Right, I do believe the 5 goes by the 8, or if not, he's got the 8.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or I'm sorry, that's the 4 ball or 2 ball? 2 ball.
Yeah.
2 and 5 in the lower left
2.
corner.
Yeah, we'll come up for the 8 ball. Separate those. Well, that's
All right.
an elegant solution. It just came right into it. Now he can free up the 4 or the 8 after the 5.
Yeah, I'll play the 8 in the lower right corner.
No, it came up short. That's a mistake. That's a bad roll. I think he should have made sure he came up higher.
Yeah, Danny's talking about certain situations you want to overhit the ball rather than underhit it. In
Well,
this
you
particular
don't-
case.
You don't want to go into that 4.
Yeah, it was one of those situations. So now he has to control the 4 and the 8 ball, meaning he has to push the 4 past the 6 or below the 10. Looks like he kept the 4 from getting interference with the 10.
He can do whatever he wants in this position. This is easy.
Yeah, we're probably looking at a 3-4-6 or 3-6-4. Use the 14's the break shot, or 10 balls break shot.
They're all great shots from here.
The 4's not in the rack, Danny?
No,
I can't tell.
no.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought the 4 was in the
Yeah,
rack.
it looks like it's out. He might use the 6 for the break here. If he's straight on the 4, he can draw back from the 10, then angle off, go to the rail, just drop the 2 back to the rail. Well, we got a lot of string players watching this match. We got Alex Pagan and Max Eberly and Rodney Morris just came in with Johnny Archer. One world champion after another.
Got Mika Immonen.
Mika was watching the game. Pool is a very cool game. Mika missed one shot. He might not shoot again.
So he's ended up using the 4. Some guys prefer break shot further from the rack. I fall in that category. I think Danny probably falls in that category as well. But when you're close to the rack, a lot of times you have to draw the ball, and Thorsten loves drawing the ball off the stack. So he might be one of those guys that favors the ball close to the stack.
Well, the score is 56-0, and Thorsten is in full gear.
I think this is the shot where he'll draw it back to the short rail and back to the middle of the table. If I know Thorsten's game, he's going to draw this all the way back and up. You agree with that, right, Danny?
That's apparently what he does. I don't think you have to hit the shot that hard, but he likes to hit it that hard.
Yeah, I was talking to Thorsten once on the way to a tournament, asking him how he thinks about the break shot, and he says he likes to hit it with a boom stroke.
Well, if that cue ball doesn't cut him off, there's a good chance he was going in the soup.
Right. Yeah, in the side pocket, Danny was saying he might scratch in the side.
No, the cue ball was definitely heading in that direction, and that's the problem. I mean, that could have taken him right out of the run. And that could have turned the game around and given Mika a chance to crawl back in.
I think he's going to try to focus.
That's a nice shot. He dropped that in elegantly.
All right, guys. So the technicians have pretty much solved the problem here with the Wi-Fi issues, and I think we'll be able to see the. We'll be able to see this stack pretty clearly. We're making friends here quickly.
We just had the technician move a drink. He was assaulted, physically assaulted.
So we're gonna see him play the 11. I think 13 goes on the side, but he's probably gonna attack the stack from above the stack from here and maintain the 15 ball. I think he can get back above.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to here.
Right, he's going to take the 14 out and then probably play position on the 13, so he doesn't have to hit anything. Like Danny's saying, he's probably going to attack the 2 and 3 next, though. Those are problem areas. I suspect he'll take the 2 first and the 3 and get back on this half the table and make it a half table game.
He can come up with something like the 6 and the 9 in the side and the 13 in the side. There's a lot of things he can do here, definitely.
Yeah, I think he was debating playing the 13 there because he had like perfect shape, but the 2 and 3 he thought was a bigger problem, so he's addressing those first and then probably going to attack the 13.
He's also improving the angle on the 3 ball, so now he doesn't have to get stuck on the rail.
Right. If he stays underneath the 13, when he pockets the 13, he'll get some relief on the 8 and 9. Now the 6 is insurance. He actually came above the ball, which is a little surprising to me. He must be playing for the 9 or the 8 in the side.
No, it doesn't look like the 9 is dead to me. Does it look like it to you?
I don't think so. I thought he was going to play underneath the 13 here, and he played above it. So
Yeah, he's got the 13.
he's playing for a side pocket shot here on either the 9 or the 8 or up table. And this goes into the pocketing-ish confidence of Thorsten. He pockets these balls really nicely.
Well, this is going to be a nice solution. He's going to drive that 8 ball up for a key ball. Play 9 in the side and just bump it to the 8 and drive it for a break shot.
Yeah, he's trying to get the 8 towards the
ball.
middle of the table so he can play 6, 8, 15 is what Danny's saying. Beautifully executed and well thought out by both Danny and Thorsten.
Yeah. Well, he's playing very fine position here too. He's
not missing a
shot
beat.
making. Just
He's
came
got to
up
play in the
short on
corner.
that.
Yeah.
The shot making has been spectacular, and his positional decisions have been crystal clear.
Couple speed issues, but overall he played it right and just came up a little shorter, a little fast on a couple shots. But he's been able to maintain the run, which is the most important thing. Yeah, he played that a little differently than I would have. He double crossed me slightly, but got perfect shape. So obviously it was a good shot. So Thorsten's playing in standard form and has opened up with 70 balls without a miss. And poor Mika's just sitting there trying to keep his composure until he's got another opportunity.
Yeah, Mika's capable of, if he gets a shot, Mika's capable of doing this right back at him.
And Mika's doing a little stretching in back here. He probably should stay in the chair while Thorsten's shooting, but taking the heat a little bit.
Where's that cue ball going to wind up? Watch the scratch. All right.
He's got the 7-4 combination, or the 1. I believe he's going to play the 7-4 by what he's looking at, or he's going to play position for that. Guys, again, we're at a Greenleaf's pool room. Jim Gautier, Carpet Jimmy's the owner. It's an amazing room, good food.
You have to get down here. You have to really get here to really appreciate this place. It's really beautiful. There's no other pool room like it anywhere.
Very, very classy establishment. Good place for any type of player, amateur to professional. You know, just caters to all types. Back to the run here. We got Thorsten running some balls. Looks like the 14 at a glance would be a good break ball. He could develop something on the right side still.
I think he should probably play the 1 and swing around and use the 7 off the bottom to come into the stack from the bottom.
So Danny's saying that if you were to come underneath, hit the 7 and go into like the 5 or the 3, he'd open all that up and he'd probably have the 13 after his insurance.
Well, it belongs to the ages now.
Yeah.
It's done.
Whenever anyone in the New York area has a concern about a position play in straight pool, we all go to Danny, so he's sort of our default. Him and Tony Robles for years have been the two major influences.
It's no default of mine, that's for sure. But anyway, back to the game. He's clearing up the problems, and I think he'll pick up the 2 first, or the 6, whatever the ball is on the left rail. He'll pick that up and then maybe break with the 14.
He could also break with the 13 here with the run insurance, but he's looking at the 14.
Or the 3. The 3 may pass to the low right corner.
Yeah, you got that, I think. Then he can use the 13. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's it.
Rodney Morris just
one of the greatest players,
came into the house.
players of all time. Rodney Morris just came in.
So he'll also develop the 8 a little better as a break shot here. He's not going to hit that too hard. Make sure he keeps the 8 in line, which he did. Now the 8 is a better break shot than the 14 because he's got a bunch of key balls for the 8.
Yeah. It's on the right side of the table too, which is as every Russian schoolboy knows, that's the correct side for a right-handed player.
And I believe every break shot he's hit so far has been on the right side of the table. So that would prove that point.
If he runs to 200 now, after spending 20 hours in transit, this will be an amazing thing. Just up, now he's...
So he just got out of line there, and he's taking away his key balls here. He's going to have to shoot the 5 ball. He'll still have the... Looks like the 10 ball probably is the best key ball from my standpoint.
The 1 ball is a good key ball for the 14.
Oh, so Danny's saying he might resort to left-sided break shot from here, and
That should be the choice if he can play the 10 and get to the 8.
10, 8, 1, 14 is what Danny's saying.
He can't do it. He's got to swing around.
He could go 1, 14, 10, 8, or 10, 1, 10, 8, 1, 14. He's got 2 options
here. He's convinced that leaving the 1 for the key is the best. Oh, no, he didn't come up under it. See, if he was able to shoot that 8 and just stick it without moving the ball, that would be perfect.
Right. You'll see now that he'll swing right past position for the break shot.
Yeah, he can use either one now.
So what he chose there was to just maintain both break shots, and whatever he got best on, he would use for positionally for the other break shot.
By the way, this is a horrible position. He fell into. He didn't get an angle on either ball.
Got perfectly straight on both shots. A little unfortunate there. He's going to have a thick shot in this 8-ball break ball. With a shallow angle, he's going to really have to muscle this to get enough balls open.
This is an 84. Boy, it would be great if somebody could get me a tall chair over here for my arthritic knees.
We get
a beverage?
And a water.
Yes, a tavern wench just came over and requested
Danny's referring to my wife there. That's awesome. Christine just came by.
A Sprite with club soda. That would be nice.
To help us out.
Thank you.
We need to get some sort of chair here for her.
There he goes. He's back again.
Right, so
here's where his natural talent comes in. I mean, he's been shooting a lot of really simple shots. 80 balls he's running, 84 balls, 85 now.
And he's going to shoot the 2 now.
And he's got to come up with a 9-footer.
And play position.
8-footer.
And I'll probably play position for the 11 is my guess.
Yeah.
I think he can just stun that to the rail now.
Clean.
Yeah, he got position on the 11.
Pristine.
And he actually has position on the 9. He can open some more balls up if he chooses, or he can play the 11.
He's not doing that yet. He's going to maneuver, come down.
Yeah, what most players like to do is take out a lot of the balls that will be congested if he goes into the stack. So he'll try to alleviate the 10, 5, 13, 11, 6, and 4, all those balls, and then go back into them if he needs to.
He's certainly going to leave himself an easier shot if he does play the 9. And there he goes now. Yeah.
Right, I think he's got the 6 or 2. I can't tell what color that ball is.
I think it's a 4 ball.
Okay. I thought he was playing the ball above it, but maybe I'm wrong. The 5 might be in the way of the other ball. Okay, so he's got the, yeah, he was able to play that lower ball. Then he's got the 12 ball.
He might break with the 11, come right up the middle.
Yeah, he's got lots of insurance with the 5 or the 6 or this, you know, as long as he hits the 7, he'll be good.
As long as he doesn't hit the 5. That's the important thing here. He hits the 5, he's kind of cooked.
Right, he went right into the 7, and he's got the 6 ball like we thought, or the 5, preferably the 6.
He didn't drive that 3 ball too far up the table.
Yeah. Danny, do you see what he's going to use? Maybe the 3-9 would be a good setup for the last 2, which he just knocked out. So he's probably going to stick with the 1.
Wow, that 9 ball's a break shot too.
Right.
It has to develop still before you can really call this. You still got to clear those 2 balls in the middle.
Yeah, he's got a line of balls, the 14, 12, 1, 13, and 5. Once he starts to clear that out, we'll see what he's going to use for a break shot. The 7's even a good break shot. He's got the 7, the 9, the 1 or the 13 is potential break shots. I believe the 13's high enough. I'm not sure.
Basically what you're saying, every ball on the table is a potential break shot here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, I'll go with that. That's a safe one.
I'm assuming he's going to try to get to the right side of these balls as soon as possible so he can pocket some in the left corner.
That's a nice shot. He just floated
got
that
perfect
right
on the
into
14.
14. Really nice. Now he can bump it because that 9's hanging in the front of the pocket. Thank you, Christine, for my beverage.
Special thanks to Sarah Brody and Christine Jagdale, our wives,
Yeah,
allow us
for
to do
real.
this stuff. They're obviously exceptional human beings.
That's right.
I was surprised you didn't take that 14 there, Danny. Do you think he has something else
he
in
might
mind?
not have had it, or I don't know what he's going to do here.
He's kind of eliminating a lot
He's
of...
going to have to shuck and jive off the 7 ball.
I think he's going to get to the right side of the table.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, he's busted. You know, this is
Yeah. He's got the 13, the 12, and the 1 all go in the left corner here.
You play the 1, you can bump the 12 across. All right, he's looking to swing around for position again.
He's trying to get perfect on the 12, and he'll... Oh, he's playing the 1, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
That 14 must be out.
Well, he's going to have to float the 12 in and hope that the 14 doesn't land on a rail. Yeah, on 84. He's on a 96 ball run over here.
He's played this a little loose, looser than he has the previous racks.
Yeah. Well, the ball's playing funny. He didn't get to that row of balls, and maybe he should have played the 14 like you suggested earlier.
Might have solved a lot of problems, but again, we don't have the exact angle of the table, so we're not sure exactly what he had. I'm assuming he didn't have it. So people are clapping about the 12 ball, but he's really got a tough shot on this 14 where he's got to play position.
14, not in a million years.
I think Thorsten might play to get in the stack and play ball in hand on the 14 on the side.
I don't think he can hold it. He's got to come around on some kind of a billiard and just drop it into position, like 3 rails. Oh, he got it. Oh, okay. Couldn't tell the angle. Very good call, Mike. I couldn't tell the angle where I was. That's a good call.
All right, so with ball in hand, he's probably going to play it, depending on what side he's favoring. If he's favoring the right side of the table as we're looking at it, he'll pocket the right side. If it's favoring the left side, he'll pocket the left side. This is a big scratch here. If he doesn't hit the top balls, he could scratch.
He could.
He needs to hit the top balls or else he's in trouble.
You know, this is ball in hand on this shot, so he can really control it more than the other break shots he's been hitting.
Definitely.
Hey, I'm going to take the opportunity to thank Sean Cruz and my homeroom in California, Easy Street Billiards, and say hi to the gang out there, Bob Coates' Parawire Company, and just saying thank you to all of them in one swell food.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick shout out to my sponsors as well. Jacoby Custom Cues has been exceptional with me. Predator has also been very good. And I've also been sponsored by Kamui for some time. They've also been a good product that I've used for a long time. Thorsten did actually hit the side of the stack and didn't scratch.
He hit the side of the rack and it came off like it was going to go in the hole, and he just didn't.
Yeah. So that was a possibility there. Yeah.
Meantime, this is a beautiful opening. There's no real problems here except a little cluster in the middle.
Yeah, the 7-14.
Nothing's up the table. No balls on the rail.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty here. Just gotta plan it out and not get lazy, essentially.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little clap for a 100-ball run, which is like eating breakfast for Thorsten. He does it all the time.
Well, we're going to need a new waiter here, I see.
So he's getting rid of the 11. This 2 ball is a bit of a problem. The 6 ball. Some general rules guys try to do. They try to get rid of balls that block other pockets for balls. They try to get rid of balls against the rail. Try to get rid of balls up table.
Well, especially those 2 lower corner pockets, since that's where most of the balls are going.
Yeah. So as you can see, the 4 blocks the 1, the 7, the 9, the 8, and the 5. So he'll try to get rid of the 4 soon. He just developed a cluster, but he also developed a possible break shot.
Yeah, he should break into them real easy. Johnny Archer.
Oh wow!
One of the great players of this century.
I've seen Johnny Archer run 149 balls on. What was that player's name?
I don't know.
Johnny ran 149 balls and his opponent ran a 115 out twice.
No, it was a 99.
Oh, 99 and then 100 out. Yeah. But Johnny's an amazing player,
Oh, yeah.
amazing all-around player, probably one of the most talented players to ever live.
Maybe the strongest player of the 1990s.
Yeah, right up there with Earl and
All
Efren.
games, too. Plays all games.
So back here, he got into the stack, got a little relief. The 5-12 is still a problem. Not sure if the 5 goes in the side. Doesn't look like it from my perspective. So he's going to have to attack this one last time, I think. And that ball may be too high for a break shot. I don't know. The ball that he's jacked up on over the... was it the 8 ball, Danny? I can't see.
Yeah. He has to shoot it.
Yeah, he's got probably the toughest rack so far to create a break shot. If the 5 goes in the side, he's okay because he'll be able to pocket the 5, maybe develop the 12 ball. But if not, he's really got to
try and break it maybe with the 7.
Yeah.
From the 7.
So if he can get underneath the 7 on the 15, he can go into the 12. That's what Danny's talking about. Doesn't have any insurance, so he's got to play position off it. And I'm not saying he can't do it, but it'd be nice if he had a ball, underneath these balls, so when he went into 12, he had a guaranteed shot.
I think he's going to try it here.
Yeah,
he's going to come back for the 7.
He's got the 5. He's got the 5, then everything's...
He's going to come back for the 7. Oh, nicely hit.
Wow.
He's hitting the balls very clean.
Now, Danny, is the 8 high or does the 8...
It doesn't matter. He's got to take it. He's got to make do with what he's got.
Okay, so if he has to use the 8, we'll see a thicker angle than what he's had so far. He was playing 9 to the 12 there, and I think he might have came up short.
Come up short, yeah.
But if the 8 is high, yeah.
This is it. He has to get to the 9. One rail to the middle of the table, and he's got it. And this is not an easy position either.
Yeah. He's going to have a thicker angle probably than he's had previously.
Nice.
Okay, I lied. He left that very thin. Lost the cue ball quite a bit there. I'm not sure how much of the...
He doesn't like this shot. He shook his head after he saw where the cue ball landed. He knows...
This is very demanding.
What are we recording for?
I don't know. I'm trying to see what they're applauding. I think Jim might have mentioned that Rodney Morris is here. I'm not sure. A lot of world-class champions in the room, like Jim was saying before.
This is a tough shot, complicated by the fact that it's long and there's a big angle on it.
Yeah, the good thing is I think it's closer to the stack than I thought previously, so I think he's going to hit the 5 ball as opposed to the other top ball.
This one he doesn't have to hit hard either.
Yeah, he's got such a good angle, he just has to pocket the ball. Right, center of the pocket. And I think he was pretty high because he didn't get that much relief off the stack. If he was if the ball was a little close to the stack, he would have had a lot of opportunities here in an easier rack. But he's going to have to play some quality straight pull here and maneuver his cue ball in perfect position to get out here, which he's done previously. So this shouldn't be a big issue.
Got the 14.
Got a little more relief there. He's going to probably have to play the 5 ball next. 5 in the side.
That 2 ball might go.
Yeah.
Is that the 2 or the 8?
It's still a little difficult to see. It's either...
Oh, no, that pocket is blocked.
Yeah, he's got to play the 5 in the side and then the 10 ball. It's pretty natural to get position on the 10, though.
You got to kind of snap the ball into the side, whip the cue ball back to the long rail on the left.
Yeah, I'll probably jack up slightly and stay a little lifted on this shot. Whenever the cue ball is close to the object ball, a lot of the players like to keep their head a little higher than usual on the shot.
Here's the thing Mike was talking about before, clearing out the balls that block the pocket. That 4 ball on the low right side might be blocking the approaches of the 7.
And that 2 ball that Danny was talking about earlier. I believe both those balls will go once he gets rid of that 4. And the 2 ball blocks the 15, the 3, and the 1 in the lower left corner. So, he's got to plan on taking certain shots out as early as possible so other balls have pockets. He just got rid of a rail shot. That was the other thing I was talking about. That was by design when he had the pocket the 5, so he thought he'd get rid of another problem. Now, he could go into the 6 here. He could have gone into the 6 and 13 there, but he thought that it was a little dangerous. Yeah. You know, he would have had the 4 for sure. But
I think this is nicer. If he touches that 6 ball, doesn't hit it hard, he should have a shot at the 13 or the 4. You don't really have to go into these hard. Just make sure you don't hit the 13 first.
yeah,
Oh, he did, but he got it.
he got in. He developed the 7 as a break shot.
And now the 1 goes.
Yeah, if the 1 goes in the side, Buddy Hall used to say, if you have position, don't play position. And the 1 ball looks like it's a go. But he's going to go ahead and play the 4 and then the 13, and maybe the 1 in the left corner.
He gets rid of the 1, then the 8 goes.
I believe so. You see the 8 or the 2
The whole
guys.
thing is just going to open up without him breaking it anymore. Oh,
Yeah, he's going to go
I think
13,
he's
then
going
the
to
2.
break it now. See, yeah, I don't like breaking it, but I mean, he's kind of committed now.
Well, he could play with inside English and go around and play position on that 2 in the lower right.
That's pretty risky too. You overshoot it, then you go into position.
Yeah, there's obviously 2 ways this going to count. Danny's saying that he shouldn't use inside and get position on this ball. He is close to the rail, so it's a little more difficult. He could have gone into the balls there and might have had it a little easier.
Each one was foot with a little danger.
Yeah.
The way he's shooting now.
He's just pocketing so well that he decided to go ahead and play position for a little tougher shot that solves all of his problems. Once he makes this ball, both the 3 and the 15 go in this lower left corner, and everything else should be pretty easy. Playing position on the 6 now.
You know, we can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell if the 7 or the 11 is too low for break shots. I think they're good.
Or if the 15 and the 3 go anywhere.
Yeah, they both go in the lower left corner, Danny. I'm looking right at it. So they both go. They did go.
Not anymore.
Now he's going to have to play the 7 and probably the 15 or 3 in the side.
Well, he may play the 11 and play for the 3. The 3 might go.
Okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
He can play to get under it, shoot the 15 in the left side pocket.
right. Yeah, the 15 or 3 in the left side is what I was saying.
Then
Or
use the 11 as the break.
he can come across. Yeah, if he can get on the 3, he could push the 5 out and have the 15.
5? What 5?
Or if he were to push the 15 out with the 3 in the side. I don't know if both balls go in the side.
Well, we're going to see right now.
Yeah, we'll know very shortly. Regardless of what he
Well,
does,
that's
he's
it.
playing
He's
position
going-
on the side
yeah.
pocket. Yeah.
Does it look like he came down too much because he's going running into the 3 now? I don't think you want to run into the 3 in a position like this. You want to separate the 2.
Yeah, he might play a 3 in the corner, Danny, instead of in the side since
Yeah,
he
I think you're
did
right.
do that.
I think you're right. That's exactly what he's looking for. It's a good call.
He's going to squirt over to the right and then play the 15 and draw back for the 11 break shot.
Wow, he's hitting the balls clean.
He still has to get perfect on this break shot. He wants to be almost frozen on the rail. Of course, you never want to be frozen on a rail, but
You
he'll
just drop
definitely
it to
favor
the
the rail.
rail at table speed. That's it.
Yeah, you got enough there. That's a strong play.
126. Well, this is. I don't know how the rest of this game. A little round of applause for 126. I don't know how the rest of this game is going to play out, but this video should be watched by all serious straight pool players because he's putting on a clinic right now.
He's doing everything right, and when he does get slightly out of line, he shows us how to recover properly. You know, Thorsten's in a class far beyond most of the pool players in the world, especially when it comes to straight pool. We both know it's his favorite game.
Well, he crushed that one.
Yeah, he's got the 14 ball, I think, and he may have a combo.
He doesn't have the 14 ball.
He can't cut the 14 in the corner?
Not without slipping into a phone booth and changing into a Superman costume.
Okay. He's going to have to play the combo on the 9 then, is what Danny's saying. Again, I have a funny angle. Danny's more straight on the table, so
No, he doesn't have the 9, and the 14 is too tough.
he can't play, or he can't play the combo on the 10-9?
No.
Okay.
He's probably looking at the 12 ball up the table right now.
All right, that's probably a super hard shot, especially if he's jacked up over the 8.
The other balls just don't go.
Okay, no, I got you. Maybe as a 4-ball in the corner, I really
That's
can't see the
jacked up
table.
over the ball, too.
Yeah, we're going to see Superman shoot something here. We call him the Hitman, but I think he's got to play the combo. Danny's saying the combo doesn't go, but he's looking at the combo, or he's looking at the 14, the 2 shots I was talking about.
He's got a back cut this 14 and it's slightly over the ball, very close. So this is no gimme.
No, I didn't think it was,
And
but
he's
I don't
also
think he
got-
has any other options.
He's also got to turn the cue ball loose.
He's got a full cue ball. He doesn't have to jack up. That's a good start. And he cut the 14
Wow,
right
watch
in.
that scratch. That's the other thing we had to worry about was turning that cue ball loose.
Yeah, Danny will choose the 12 over the 14 because you can just stop the rock and you don't lose the cue ball. You know exactly where the cue ball is going. Thorsten weighed his percentages and decided that cutting the ball edge to edge was a bigger possibility of him making the ball than playing the 12 all the way to the table. So again, these are preferences between Danny Birdie and who's probably one of the strongest position players you'll ever see, versus Thorsten Hohmann, who probably one of the strongest ball pocketing machines ever. So
Well, he's making a lot of right decisions on top of his pocketing, whatever,
Right, yeah, of
whatever
course,
that
of course,
may
yeah.
be, whatever I might be, or his decision making right now has been irreproachable.
yeah, the 14 ball was definitely
Well, he's going to use
Incredible shot.
he's going to use the 4 ball to break his 9-14,
it's 9-10. Yeah, I think it is.
9-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got the 3 in the side. He might take care of the 7 next. I don't know how steep he is on this ball, or he might take the 7 first.
Yeah.
He's opting for the 7, so he didn't feel comfortable with the 3.
The 7, he has the natural angle on the 4 ball.
So Danny's saying he's going to cut the 4 and go right into the 9.
Unless he has the combo on the 12. He might play that first, the 6-12.
Yeah, he's going to favor hitting the 10 ball as opposed to the 9 ball here. If he hits the 9 ball, he'll still have the 10 and 8 ball to contend with. When he does go into these balls, he's going to try to go into where he can hit the 10 ball and not the 9. You'd agree with that, right, Danny?
Yeah, he's really got to deal with that 9-14.
Yeah, I think it's 10. Is it a 10 or a 14? I keep calling it 10 ball and you keep calling it 14, but... Again, guys, we're still far away from the table, and we both have a little bit of an odd angle.
They had a little trouble with the monitor, so we were having trouble picking up the angles here
And the ball color.
and the ball colors. All right, now he's got the angle. He should be able to go into the 2-ball cluster here.
Yeah, he's just trying to favor the stripe as opposed to the 1 ball, or the 9 ball. The other stripe ball, I think, instead of the 9 ball. He doesn't want to end up with a
The
combo.
un-yellow ball. Whoa. Oh, he just wanted to touch it to move it down.
He can draw into it, though, I
I mean,
believe.
that's not the point, though.
Right.
I'd like to mention, by the way, we're operating in a booth near the kitchen, and the stuff coming out of here is insane. I'm going to go in there in a minute and just ravage the kitchen. This is a fine restaurant here, also, I should mention.
Yeah, this could
is just
stand
not-
alone as a restaurant. It's
Yes.
such good food. All right, so he's playing this 9-10 combination instead of separating them. I don't think that was the initial plan. I think
Did he
he
try
wanted
to
to
clip
separate.
it on the way back? I was too busy salivating.
I don't think he did. A lot of high runs that I've witnessed have ended in combinations. I'm sure Danny would agree to that.
It's got to end sometime.
Yeah, and usually a combination is what caused it, or a poor position, one of the two. But I've seen a lot of quality high runs
Well, this one ain't about to end anytime soon.
where ended with combinations, and Thorsten is said that won't happen today.
He did everything he needed to do. He hit the combination perfect. He came up. He left himself a shot.
So Danny, what do you like here? The 5-ball key ball to the 15, or
No.
the 3-ball? You're probably going to favor the
You gotta
3-ball,
play
right?
the 3, sure.
Yeah, so he's going to go 9-5-3, and then have the center of the table shape on the 15 ball. a little funny on the 5.
Ball kind of drifted back, but he could roll up and play the 3 in the side too.
Yeah, he's looking at that now. So he's going to play the 3 in the left side as we're looking at the table.
You go to the short rail and come back up, right?
Yeah.
You don't just float it down.
Yeah, if you float down, your position speed has to be unbelievable. But as long as he favors the bottom side of the 3, it's pretty easy to get shape on this 15. And he got dead straight, so he's going to have to shoot a long shot, I believe, unless he can go to the rail and out. But if he got dead straight, he'll have to play a long shot in the 15 and just stop it there. Guys, a special thanks to Christine Jagdale, my wife, Sarah Brady, Jim Gautier, unbelievable room, and all the supporters of Straight Bull that are going to watch this. We all appreciate you. I don't think he's at 150. Was he at 141, Danny, or 140?
140, 10 racks.
Yeah, 10 racks. He's on a run of 140. Mika has joined the crowd.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
got
you
Jim.
know, Mika is a great player in his own right. He's capable of turning around, and if he gets a shot, he's capable of doing this for Thorsten.
Yeah, obviously.
So Thorsten has stuck the knife in, but now he's got to twist it.
He's got to make sure that Mika doesn't get to the table. So he's going to, at this point, he's going to bear down, make sure he pockets this ball. I hit this with a little bit of center inside on this shot, just to make sure I don't scratch. He had a funny angle on that shot, so he wasn't able to get as many balls out as I thought he'd be able to get.
If there's a gap between the 4 ball and the 5, he's going to play that 5 ball.
Right.
He's going to back cut the 4 into the 5. That's all there is.
I don't think they're frozen, so I don't think it'll throw. He might have the 12, Danny. I don't know if the 5 precludes him from shooting at the 12.
He's looking at the 5. He doesn't have the 12.
Okay, I got you. This will be some shot if he makes this. Very aggressive shot. He's on a high run of a 141 right now.
141.
And
He's got the 12. He's
Okay.
looking for the follow-up.
Right.
Wow, that's a great shot.
Yeah, he left himself a couple options. He can thin cut the 11 in and go into the 4 and probably have the something after.
That was really a tremendous shot to get the angle on the 11 coming up that way.
Yeah, what Danny's saying, it's very easy to leave yourself where you don't have a shot on the 11. He might still be looking at this combo. He's cutting the 11 in. Sorry. He's trying to hit the 4 though. You'd agree, Danny, and hopefully knock that top ball out.
He's going to turn that ball loose.
Yeah, he's got to get a roll. We obviously
Nice.
we don't always have to get a bad roll. So he didn't really lose that cue ball at all, though.
Not
He hit
at
that
all.
with a lot of control and knew exactly what he was doing there, and got that top stripe ball out for a shot.
Sure did.
He's got the 13 as well, but the 13 I think is a little more difficult for position. I guess he's going to drop down and get rid of the 5 ball so he can the 14 and the 5 so he has more pockets. He might go.
He's got the angle. He's going to go into
He's going on now. Yeah, he's got the 13 as insurance.
He's going to go into that 9.
Yeah, we're watching a clinic here, guys. Such a pleasure to be here and see this fine performance from Thorsten. Hopefully we get to see Mika play some as well. I'm not saying I hope that Thorsten stops running balls, because that's obviously not the case, but it'd be nice to see both players run a nice run here. Looks like the 2 balls out of the stack, so maybe he'll use as a break shot. Also the 3. He probably has to shoot the 13 now.
He's got the problem with the 6 and the 9 and the
8 ball underneath the 3, whatever ball that is underneath the 3,
looks
right?
like the 4.
Okay, so the 4 ball. And I think he's going to get rid of the 9, like you just said, Danny.
Well, he's got to get that 6 out of there too.
Right, and that actually, talking about the 6, the 9s get you back up table, so he might save the 9 for a way to get back to this side of the table.
I think he picks up the 6 right now.
Yeah, and then he'll probably use the 9 to get back on this side, or the 4.
There he goes. Whoop. There he
Now-
doesn't go.
He's gonna play a little more conservative, get rid of these balls, and maybe use that as a key ball.
Well, that's a tough one.
I agree, but he's got to move it at some time, and if he may want.
Here it is now.
Yeah.
You got the angle
on
the
one.
To go up
You can go up table, and then he'll use the 9 ball probably to get him
Now,
back.
do you pull the cue ball back to the long rail, or do you drift down to the short rail?
I personally drift down here.
I like using the rail because you can control the cue ball.
Yeah.
See, you can't bounce off. And
Yeah, I
lose
got
the
what you're
shot.
saying. I got what you're saying. He also kept an angle, make sure he didn't get straight on the ball. Oddly enough, when you're crossing the line, sometimes you still get straight. And our technician here has been working with a couple Wi-Fi problems, but he's managed to get everything going for us. He's a trooper. So he didn't get on this.
No, he did not get on the 9.
This 9. So, and that was a problem ball. He's probably going to use it now to get position on the 7. He might go 9-7.
He has to go 7-9.
Or 7-9. Yeah. If he goes 7-9, he's going to be playing a little billiards.
You can't get the right angle on the 7 by playing the 9.
Do you go 3 rails on the 7 and 9, Danny, or just try to go 1 rail? I'm not sure how thin he is on this.
3 rails has something to be said for it. I think you just go right across.
Okay. So he might have a thicker angle than I'm seeing. Yeah, Danny called it there. He got right back to the middle of the table.
Perfect.
You know, perfect shape for the
It's
2 ball.
153 ball run, soon to be 154.
He's going to put the cue ball right back where it is now for the 2 ball.
It's so close to the rack that he's going to have a perfect break shot, just coming to the middle.
Uh-oh.
He missed it. He overcut it.
Wow. He definitely lost the cue ball there.
Yeah, he overhit it. Hang on, the technician's telling me something here.
What's up? What's up, Josh? Yeah.
Oh.
So, again, this is just a pocket the ball and make sure that you don't have to hit this hard. He's got such a nice angle.
No, this is a tough angle.
Right, but it's clear that he lost the cue ball.
Yeah.
But he's going for it, so he's just going to focus all attention on pocketing the ball. He's not going to hit this hard. He doesn't need to hit this hard.
No, but there's a tendency you're going to draw off of this and you're going to go back up table with the cue ball.
Yeah, he's using follow.
He's using follow. Well.
Yeah. Good shot.
Oh, he just got through.
Yeah, almost got knocked out by the 12 ball.
He almost got cut off by the ball coming out of the corner of
Yeah, the 12 ball almost got him.
Yeah.
You notice how soft he hit it and how wide open the balls are. That's because he had such a thin
Such a big angle.
that all the energy was still on the cue ball when it hit the rack, so it exploded the rack. Exceptional playing from Thorsten. Great recovery shot on that last ball. And he just created a key ball for the 6 ball if he wants to use the 6 ball as a break shot.
Yeah, 6. And it's an interesting position. You play the 15, the 12, and the 7. That could be your last 3 balls for that. So he's just got to concentrate on the bottom 9 balls on the right side of the table.
Now he's double crossing us. Danny.
Well, he's doing it again. I don't know if he has another shot. There wasn't a lot of room, so he needed to get on the other side of the table. That's why he took that shot.
Yeah, probably one of my weakest areas in the game of straight pull is knowing when to sacrifice a ball or when not to. A lot of times I'll hold on to balls thinking that they have a little too much value than they do. Thorsten's choosing his percentages and deciding what he's going to do based on how he feels on certain shots. So he'll sacrifice a ball that maybe Danny might preserve or I might preserve, knowing that he's going to recover probably better than us with the shot making if he has to.
Yeah, we've probably got close to 100 people now watching this game.
Yeah, again, special thanks to Jim Gautier for putting on an amazing show.
A charity, raising a lot of
event.
money for a good cause.
And, Mika's been here doing this thing since it started, right? The Battle Royale. Mika's been the main player, and then he brings someone else.
True, yeah. Is this his 3rd one or 2nd?
I think it's his 4th.
4th. Oh,
Yeah, it's your
wow.
3rd or 4th, yeah. third. Jesse's confirming it's the third. We have Jesse Rice, the manager here at
Hey Jesse, mind your business. We don't,
at Greenleaf's
we'll
doing an
tell you how to
exceptional
run your
job.
ball.
Jim couldn't ask for better help, and he's very proud to have Jesse with
Well,
him.
he could, but it wouldn't help. It wouldn't happen.
Again, the
Back
staff,
to the game.
everyone's doing amazing here. He's got pretty much
Everybody's been super nice down here.
no problems here. Just got to focus and make a decision how he's going to do what he's going to do. He might use the 4 balls as a break shot, Danny, instead of the 6.
No chance.
No?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I'm calling it wrong here. One reason I thought that is because he left the 4 so long, and I thought it was kind of a weak ball.
It's a little high up. And
Okay.
caddy corner to the
So between the
rack.
4 and the 6, Danny's confirming that the 6 ball is a much better break shot.
Well, now it doesn't matter what it could have been, because now he definitely can't play that ball. He's having trouble because he's got to go back and forth. He's got to figure out a way to get that bottom strike ball.
Yeah, he's in a very awkward position. I might sacrifice the 7 here and try to swing down to the 14 or swing across for the 4. He might choose the 4, 7, and 14 for his last ball. I don't know. There's a lot of cue ball movement here.
He's playing 10 right now.
Okay, it's 10 ball. I'm sorry. I've been calling it the 14. Again, I'm far away from the table, guys.
It could very well have been that. Uh-oh.
I think the 7 goes by the 4, so he's all right.
Well, now he can leave the 4 ball.
Yeah, no, swing around 2 rails with the 4 ball for the 6. So it goes 7, stop shot. Held natural angle on the 4 to swing around the 6 ball, 2 rails, short rail, long rail, and get right back where he is now. And he'll favor the left side of the table as opposed to the middle of the table on the 4 ball or on the 6 ball break shot. If he were to use the 4 ball, he'd want the cue ball in the center of the table. So I'm pretty sure he's going 7-4. I'd be astounded if he. He might have a steeper angle on the 7 than we thought. He's playing the 7 in the side? I can't tell.
No, he's playing the 4.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
I'm really surprised he did that with the... maybe the 7 didn't go by the 4, Danny? In the corner? I can't see the angle.
I don't think he wanted to turn the cue ball loose.
Okay, so he probably just had too much angle on the 7. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to call this from a bit of an odd angle on the table. I'd like to be straight above it, but I just don't have that angle.
Yeah, he rolled up too close to the 7. He's got no maneuver anywhere off the 7. So he's got to play the 6
And get in the stack.
and get an angle.
Or get in the stack.
No, it's too far low for a stack shot to leave it in the stack. It's way below the side pocket.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, from here it looks like he's right, like the 7 ball's right in the middle of the table, but again, I have a bad angle. Sorry, guys. We played to the left side of the ball.
Perfect.
Did he get angled in?
Can't tell. Camera froze.
Yeah, it looks like he's favoring the underside of the 7, so... Danny, what's the run right now at 160...
168.
168. Yeah, guys, despite all the efforts by the...
Technician, it's still freezing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We'll get that picture tomorrow in the New York Times. The technician just flipped me the bird. Here we go.
All right, this is the low shot with first to try to open it up.
I think they ought to give him a round of applause right from here because he's got nothing but a safety here.
Yeah.
I think he tried to come down and clip the bottom corner and he just never got the juice on it. He took a little too straight.
He's in a little bind here because he opened the balls up and doesn't have an easy safety. He's probably got to take a foul here. I'd take an intentional before I try to play a safety out this shot. I know Mika's been the chair right for a long time. He could try to leave him a straight-on shot in the 4, but I suspect he'll just take a foul here and try to negotiate a better position for him to play a better safety. What do you do from this position, Danji?
Call up Chris
Strategy-wise?
Mellon and let him shoot.
I almost think that the one's dead, but we're not at the table. So he sees some dead ball. Maybe the 8-2-15 goes or something. I don't know how he's planning to attack this.
He's going to try and get a shot on the 9. Ooh. Okay.
So a run of 169.
With 169 balls.
Thorsten tried a 3-ball combination shot on the 15 ball. I believe we're out of the pocket, and Mika gets a wide open table to start his inning.
That's more than a 5-ball combination. That's you have to backpick it off the rail.
Go, Mika!
So Mika loves coming to the table with a wide open rack. He's in a bad spot, but this is the way to start your inning.
Now, the 3-ball's a good shot. 3-ball, he can be able to attack the rack, or he's in a bad spot score-wise.
No, I'm saying he's in a bad spot score-wise, but he's in a good position with this table. He doesn't have a whole lot of problems, and he's just got to. Once you get that first rack, and that's the toughest rack in straight pull, from my perspective anyway. Once I get going, I start to feel comfortable and I start to run some balls, but getting going is usually the problem. So Mika doesn't get shut out. He's having a little fun.
Yeah, we got a new leader here. Yeah.
So again, as Danny's been saying and I've been saying, Mika's an exceptional player, and he is not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination.
Mika was leading 184 to like 8-9, and Thorsten caught fire and ran 112 and out of it. So they have a long inning.
Yeah, with that 112 and out and 169 off the break, that's 281 balls against Mika, who ran an interrupted run. Game ended and he continued. So his last inning, his last 2 games, he has a 281 ball run.
Okay, so Mika attacked the cluster with the insurance of the 10 ball, and he's going to have to use the 10 ball to get out of here. He didn't really do quite enough damage with it, so.
I think he could still maneuver around.
Yeah, he'll play position on the 5, I believe, here, or come back out for the 1. He got on the 1, so he's back in action here. I'm not sure if the 9, 11, or the 8 or the 12 go, but let's see what he's got after this. He's got the 1. He's trying to figure out how to solve that.
We can agree that the 9 and the 11 is a problem, right?
Right. The 9, 11, 8, and 12 are all a problem. The 5 and the 13 both go in my corner. I'm not sure what goes in the other pop.
It's not a problem.
Okay, then he's going to play position on the 8 now and knock the 12 out, probably.
No. He's got to get a shot. He's got to break up the cluster.
The 9-11.
Yeah.
So he's got an angle on the 8 now to go into the cluster, I believe, but he's probably going to use the 3 to get a better angle or closer to the ball. Of course, he's pretty shallow on the 3, so he can't really maneuver that much. He could play the 5 and go in them and have the 8 as insurance, but it might be a steeper cut than he'd like. Yeah, I think the 5 goes in the right corner, Danny.
No.
Okay, what's he shooting at now? The 8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he solved the problem. He still doesn't have a break shot, from what I see, except for the 9 ball, which he has to shoot now.
So he's got the 2 ball in the low right.
Oh, I had a head in my way, guys. I couldn't see the table.
Here.
And the screen just froze that I'm supposed to look at.
Can you see the screen, Mike?
Nah.
Okay.
It's okay, Danny. It's just too far away.
Okay. We've got a monitor in front of us the size of a postage stamp, and it's 3 blocks away.
Yeah, it's just
And Mike is wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, I wish I were, but
Yeah, that's bad.
he didn't quite get enough spin. He's
Nope.
gonna have to play a really good position on this 12 ball.
He's gonna have to come up with a shot. Forget about the good position.
I'm saying off the 13, he's got to play position, which makes it a much tougher shot, and it's already tough. So he's got to use the 11 ball as his break shot. And this is where Mika shines, though. He'll come with the shot here.
Got it.
Yeah, exceptional shot there. And he got good shape on the 12, I believe, to pull back for the 11.
He could also leave it in the rack. I don't think he wants to do that at this stage.
Yeah, he prefer not to have a
Shot.
6-foot
Good
shot.
shot, Mika. Very good shot. Very nice.
Okay, so the rack was semi-simple, and then it got a little complex. Mika solved all the problems, and he landed with a perfect break shot in the 11.
Yeah. Mika's asked for the table to be brushed right now.
Yeah, I think Thorsten uses the Kamui chalk and leaves a little residue on the table,
Yeah.
which you'll never miscue with the Kamui chalk. It is a little
But your
dirty.
opponent will.
Yeah, your opponent will for sure.
Sure.
You might get a bad skid, and Mika doesn't want to skid, so he's trying to clean the table a little bit. A very legitimate request from after a 100-plus ball run your opponent just made.
All right, Jim is marking the balls the old-fashioned way.
The saliva.
He's urinating on the table.
He's doing nothing else. Exceptional.
I want my money back. Jim Gaudier, the owner of this fine establishment, who happens to be a fine player, by the way.
Yeah, Jim's run 100, probably 1,000 plus times.
Yeah. And he's very happy with his performance so far.
Yeah, this is what he paid for.
Right.
So we're having a little cleaning of the table. You got Jesse Rice, who's the GM there with the strong beard and the tie. And I don't know the other gentleman, but he was the day manager.
Day manager.
Very good guys working here. It's a good time to thank our sponsors again. Sponsored by Jacoby, Predator, and Kamui, and my wife, Christine Jagdale. Also, Behind the Rock is also another thing that I'm working on with Alex Paguline. Danny's got some sponsors.
Sean Hughes.
Sean
Easy
Hughes,
Street Billiards.
Parawire.
And Bob Coates' Parawire, makers of fine wire products for over 100 years. Family-owned business. And I really want to thank the guys at Easy Street Billiards and say hi to them.
Yeah, special thanks to Amsterdam Billiards as well. They've allowed me to do a lot of things for straight pool that's put me in a position to watch some exceptional pool. Rodney's out of the house. Nice to have him around. And looks like we're going to start Mika running some balls. Again, this is a charity event for some dogs. I hear a dog barking in the background.
It's the Humane Society. That was the Korean restaurant up the block.
The dog's happy to be here. Okay, so Mika ended up with a perfect position on this lem ball. He did break his rhythm here, so we'll have to get going again, but let's see what happens from here.
All right, Mika's shooting the shot left-handed. No, he's not. He's switching back over to right-handed. He's got a stretch. He's uncomfortable. He's going for
He might get a little extension here. This cue is actually a little longer by nature, the mez, and he plays with a little 3-inch extension on it now, but he's got a stronger extension he's going to put on for this shot. A lot of the younger guys like Jason Shaw and who else am I thinking? A lot of the younger guys are playing with a much longer cue these days in the favor of Earl Strickland style. Shane Van Boning, Jason Shaw, and some other guys are playing with a longer cue. I'm not sure exactly why.
The Strickland style is about 70 inches long, isn't it?
Yeah, if you look at Shane Van Boning's cue, it's exceptionally long, and Jason's cue is also exceptionally long. Yeah, it's not your standard cue. It's about the length that Mika's using now. So you'll notice Mika hit that with a lot of control, and he's got a big situation with the 4 and 14.
He's got to get to the 4, or he can never get to the 14.
Right.
So that's just one problem.
And he's probably playing position on the 2 off this shot.
Does he have another shot other than the 7? No.
No, he's got the 7 and the 2 in the side, I believe. If he wants to shoot that now, or I don't see a lot of options here. I almost feel like he has to shoot the 7, then the 2, and then probably the 4.
Yeah, he's got to go into them. He can't maneuver off that 7. That's the trouble.
Right.
There's nowhere to go.
All he can do is play position on the 2 ball. He's got the 2 ball on the side from here, unless he's got one of those stripes that go in the corner. Well, he's playing position on the combination. He might play the combination now.
He's playing it right now, yeah.
Now that shot solved most of his problems. If he can play the 3 and go table for the 4, he'll do that right now because that's the most immediate threat.
Yeah, that'll put an end to the run more than anything.
Right, I once saw Mike Siegel have a similar situation and took him about 4 or 5 innings to get to it, and it continued his run. It was an exceptional feat to see him do that.
He ran 115 out that game?
Yeah.
Those 2 balls were kissing.
Yeah, it was a much even worse position than what
he had
Mika's
to
in now.
break those 2 balls. I remember, I was there, I saw that game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was in the yeah.
That was an exceptional match.
1992, I believe.
Was that against Zuglin?
No, that was not against Zuglin. It was against...
Whoever it was, they were in the chair the whole
it was
night.
against Mike Zuglin in 1992. 150 and out.
Yeah.
Just a very fast aside.
Poor Mike. Mike Zuglin was tortured by Siegel a few times in that scenario, and I'm sure Siegel got his own grueling
Just a
from Zuglin.
sidebar to that. The year before, Mike Siegel ran 150 and out on Zuglin.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a little brutal on Mike.
But
Zuglin.
in between that, Zuglin ran 100 and Siegel and lost.
Yeah.
No matter what he did, Siegel was just... And
Mike Siegel.
Zuglin is a terrific player. All right, he came around.
He's trying to get on this 4, and he came up short, and people are clapping, but he didn't get where he wanted to.
He pocketed the ball and came around 3 rails. So.
Yeah, but he was trying to get on the 4. He just jerked his cue a little bit because he didn't get position. Again, he really wants to address this 4 ball as quickly as possible.
I got on
the 1, yeah. Also a problem. He's going to play position on the 4 now, I think,
No.
Danny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Came off. A little too strong.
Yeah, I think he's still got it, and I think he's got to take it.
Well, he doesn't have to. He's got
He's
a
going to
window.
go 4-7.
He's got a window on the 2 ball, but he's going to... Yeah, I think it's correct, too.
Yeah, he doesn't want to wait too long to attack it. He might go for the 14 next off the 7, or he'll play for the 5 and then the 14. But he's probably going to go 7-5, 14 here. Now he's going straight for the 14. Yeah, it just goes to show you how dangerous and intelligent Mika is in the game, addressing those as quickly as possible, which took him most of the rack. You notice there's only 5 balls left on the table, or 4 balls left on the table.
This
So
is still a tricky position. He's got to preserve the 8 ball, or is that the 4 ball?
I think it's the 8 ball, Danny.
The 8 ball. He's got to preserve that for the break shot. The 14 is, the 12 ball is also possible.
Right, that's a
great
super shot there.
stage.
Yeah. I've been saying 5 ball, but this may be the 13. Looks like it's striped. I'm sorry, guys. I've been saying 5 ball. That's a 13
That's
ball
a 13
here.
ball.
Yeah. Still in a little bit of a pickle here. He's got to play up for this 4 ball, and then probably play the 10 ball in the same pocket as the 13, if I see it correctly.
Yeah, he's in pickle, but he happens to like pickles, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, I think that the 10 ball is going to be his key ball, so he's going to go 4, 10, 8. The 10 may be okay if he doesn't get on the as a break shot.
He's got to go 3 rails now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he could snap it and come back to the middle of the table.
I think the three rail play, if I see the angle correctly, is probably the higher percentage of the 2.
Well, it all depends on the angle he has here. You can't tell.
Right, our screen's frozen again, so can't see the. Oh, you're right, Danny. He had the right angle. So he's able to jerk it back a little bit, get perfect on the 8 ball. Guys, again, sorry for the poor commentary at times. Danny and I are in a little bit of a situation as far as seeing the table. Danny's a little more centered over the table. I'm far off to the left here, so I'm basically coming at it from the corner pocket that Mika's shooting in now, so I can't quite see the angles all the time. So sorry if I misspeak when I give some commentary here. Mika just controlled his cue ball, played a nice break shot there. A little cluster in the middle, I believe, with the 8, 9, 1, and 14.
This rack should pose no problems for Mika.
Yeah, Mika's he's going to address that little cluster, but it shouldn't have any issues. I think Danny just muted himself, but he's back on. He could go under the 14 here. He's got the 11 as insurance. I'm not sure if he helped the situation, though.
That was,
yeah, if he had more angle, I think that was a better shot, but he was very shallow on it. Yeah. He's getting a little emotional here, but he's got a good shot in the 11 that he can make, or the 15. It was a high-risk shot, obviously, because he's in a bad spot, and he's one of the greatest players alive. So
he's got to play the 14 and then the 13.
He's going to get rid of those two balls. But this is much better for us. Yeah. Okay. I'm the one that looks like the four. He's getting that. Interesting. All right, so he's going to go 14, 13. He still has that little cluster to contend with. So he's going to go ahead and attack it then. Hopefully he has a shot. I don't see anything easy.
Yeah, he's got the 11 ball and come 2 rails out of that.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had a head in my way and I couldn't see that the 11 was still there. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't see the whole table, so.
Oh, there's a lot of balls on the table here. Oh, he just went more forward.
He was trying to play shape on the 6. He's got to come with the 13 now.
Yeah.
Much lower percentage shot, and obviously didn't want to do this.
On the other hand, if he makes it, he's cleared the position. I like to play this ball, swing around, and maybe swing around again or 3. He might be dead in the water here.
No, he's not. He's not showing any signs of being out of line. So he's got an angle, Danny. He must be cue balls close to the rail.
Not much to work with.
He's going to play 10 and then 1, I think.
You got it. Did it perfectly.
He's going to go 10, draw underneath the 1, and then use the 1 as his cue ball, and just again favor the center of the table from here.
Yeah, he was able to hit that really nice.
He did that really well, and I was surprised they used the rail, but that's obviously the right way to play that. You can kill the cue ball a little better.
Nice.
So Mika's on a 41-ball run. What do we got? 169 to 41.
169 to 41. This is a real. This would be amazing if Mika runs out from this position. He's capable of doing it.
Yeah, one of the few in the world that is. He's hitting the top ball nicely too. It'll open up real easy.
Nice. be a little careful here what he does with the cue ball.
Yeah, this is losing the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I think he's got the 1 ball.
He's got the
or
three,
the 3, yeah.
three ball. And the 5 is blocking the corner pocket over there.
So he used a little bit of low outside, got perfect shape on that ball. He could go in the stack here, but I don't think he has the angle to do so. He chose to do it anyway. So he forced the angle there with his stroke and was able to get some separation. Now he should be able to alleviate the rest of the balls going into the 7 off this 8 ball. Now the 10 ball is insurance, so he can't really get in any trouble as long as he hits the right side of the 7.
But now it's just a question of clearing the position because he's got no real problems.
Right, so at this point, this is where most guys take a few more minutes or a few more seconds and decide how they're going to run out all the rest of these balls. Since nothing's touching and everything's open, you want to sort of decide how you're going to attack the groups.
He's going to pick up the ball on the side, then come up for the 11.
Yeah, Danny's saying he's going to play the 14, then the 11. I don't know, I might hold the 11 for the 11-6 as my last 2 balls, but I think he's going to do something more like what Danny was saying. But I like the 11-6 as my last 2, so I go 10-7, 1, 4, 11, 6. What do you see, Danny? Tell me a pattern here. He's obviously clearing the 11 out, so he sees something else.
Well, I'm not sure I like what he did, leaving the 6 ball by itself. It's going to be hard for him to get a shot on the 6.
Yeah,
he takes it out now. He's going to leave the 7 for the key ball.
Okay, so he's going to go 6, 1, 4, 7. And swing 1 rail underneath the 13 for the 7. Or he could stay above it and go 2 rails. He's got options on the 7.
He'll come back a little, get an angle on the 4.
Too much angle.
Too much, yeah.
He can hold it, but obviously
No,
he didn't want
to
to.
go to the
Yeah,
shoulder.
he wanted to be thicker on it.
Go down low.
Now he's going to have to hit the 7 probably with inside English and go 2 rails around the 13.
I think he's just going to get close.
Yeah, he's going to swing 2 rails.
That's your shot right there.
So this is top left English. He'll try to get parallel to the ball.
Perfect.
Perfect position.
Okay.
I hope Jim doesn't fire Danny and I because of our commentary. We can't see the table.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
So Mika's at 55, Danny.
Mika is a 55.
So 55 to 169. Mika's on a 55 ball run. That was a fine rank that Mika got through there. There was some complexity there, and he was able to negotiate all the problems well.
Yeah, he came up with a few tough shots and he kept his head.
Okay, he just needs to get a shot here, not get jacked up. I think he's got the 2 ball. If not, he's got the 1 ball. The 1 ball's horrible because he's jacked up over all those balls.
And if he does have the 2, he's got to juice it. He's got to put a little high left and swerve around the 6. Oh, it's clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was clear. So he just held the cue ball. I'm not sure what he has shape for. I thought he was going to play position on the 5.
Yeah, me too. I thought so too.
But he might not have had that shape. Also, oh, Danny, there's an 8 ball over there.
Yeah. He's got the 6 right now.
Yeah, if we could get maybe that glass of liquid out of the way of the table, maybe we could see it a little better. But I guess we'll have to negotiate what we got here.
He'd like to get rid of the 5 before he goes up and picks up the 3 and comes back and uses the 10.
Right, so whenever you have a problem like the 3 ball, Danny's saying you want some other ball that brings you back up table, and the 10 ball is ideal for that. So Josh took care of that. And wow,
That was risky business.
Very risky.
Well, the good thing about this is he will get on the 5 after this.
Right, so he's going to go 3-5 and then I'll have to address the 10 later, Danny. I don't think he can do anything else from here.
You could play the 5 for the rep.
He could go 5-15 and
Or 5-8.
yeah, I keep forgetting there's an 8 there. As it stands, I believe the 12 ball is going to be his break ball. And probably use the 9 ball to get on the 4 and the 14. He might want to hold the 8 for a key ball for the 12. I don't know if you think that far ahead, Danny, from this position or not.
He's got to get that 14 out of there.
Yeah, once he clears the 4, once he clears the 4, he'll have the 14.
Well, it looks like he's going to play the 15 and come up for the 10, then use the 14 and go down to the 8. Some variation like that. Or he may play the 15 and play the 8 and swing around for the 10.
Yeah, he's going to go 15-10,
Depending
8,
on how
and then
it
he's got
lands.
either the 14 or the 9 as a key ball to the 12. I think he's going to use the 8 to get on the 14 and 9.
I think he has to now. I think that's exactly what he has to do.
Yeah, it's just more natural. He doesn't have to move the cue ball either.
Well, he couldn't. He
Right,
couldn't
well,
do
he
anything.
got straight in on the ball, so he couldn't do anything. But I think that's what he might have been playing. But both the 14 and 9 are good key balls,
Yeah.
as long as he gets position on one of them, and he didn't.
All right, this is ugly because it's very hard to get back to the 9.
Yeah, he's going to have to use the 9 as a break ball, I think, Danny, and go into the 12 here.
Well, we'll see how it winds up.
14, 12, and then he'll use the 12 to get on the 9. Oh, he's able to miss the 12. Oh, he had a better position than we thought.
No, look at that ball did not come out to the middle for the 9. So now he's got to do something. Oh, he can hold it. I think he came out enough. Okay. Nice shooting.
6-9. All right. Just goes to show you the level of Mika. Thorsten runs 169, and Mika's still going here, almost on a 70-ball run. And he hasn't had easy racks to do it, and he's been forcing the run from what I see. Not any connected dots, maybe one connected dot rack, right, Danny?
Yeah. Well,
But all the rest
the
of
last few racks he had to work at it.
he's been muscling his way through it. Guys, we're watching 2 world-class players, Mika Immonen and Thorsten Hohmann, here with Danny Berruti, Jim Gautier's place at Greenleafs. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that Thorsten's accomplishment running at 169 was really tremendous, but the coming back from behind is even greater.
Yeah, putting
Yeah, when somebody's sitting on your shoulder, it's harder to run.
putting everything in perspective. I mean, Thorsten's run is incredible,
Spectacular,
especially with his travel and everything. I mean, he's got to be a little exhausted from all the travel from Germany to come do this, and he just got on the table, played 5 minutes, and started running 169 now, 169 balls.
Yeah, Mika's trying to give him enough rest.
I do notice Mika going into the balls more than usual.
He's also not considering the position. He's trying to get just a stroke. Watch your back. He's trying to just get a rhythm going. So he's not really examining the positions as much. That position could have taken
A few more seconds to think about. Yeah.
But on the other hand, there was a practical value in that. He saw the break and he attacked it.
Yeah, and he saw that he had the 3 as insurance,
Yeah.
and he's not attacking it loosely. It's just, I feel like he's attacking a little earlier than he usually does. I feel like usually he negotiates clearing out some more situations before he attacks it.
That's a nice speed he ran there with. That was a terrific speed.
Okay, just open up that cluster and develop the 5 ball. That was a very nice shot and very intelligent shot. His main problem now is the 3 ball, as I see it. 3 ball blocks the 9, 1, and 5 from going in the pocket.
The 5 ball I like it as a break, but I guess the 15 is a better break than with the 10 as the key ball.
Right, he's got some options, but the 3 ball is really, I think,
The problem.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he's only got an easy shot in the 15, or the 5 is his potential break shot. So he's going to go ahead and get rid of the 5 and take the 3 out, and probably use the 15, and maybe the 8 ball is the key ball.
We could use the 11 ball too. We come
Oh, yeah,
around
yeah.
2 rails for this.
I was totally wrong. I was thinking the 8 is the key ball for the 11 break
That's
shot.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah. I was.
All right, this is really elegant. He could play the 9, 10, 15, 1, 8. Leave the 11.
That's exactly what I. Yeah, it's a beautiful pattern, and I'm sure Mika will do that. Yeah, perfect shape there. Oh, what's he doing?
He's looking at the break shot? I don't know.
Yeah, the 8 in the side is definitely the play. The 1 leads perfectly to the 8.
Yeah.
You have the correct angle on the 8 to get your cue ball by the rail. And
Once it gets on the 15, it's stop, stop, stop.
Yeah.
And that's ideal. But I guess he can't make that and get on the 15.
he seems like he's frustrated, but he's in perfect shape, so maybe he sees something different than us.
Can't play that shot. He can't play the 1 shot.
You know what it is, Danny? I
One
think
ball.
he likes the 15 ball more as a break shot than the 11, and that's why he's doing this.
Yeah, I don't think he can get to the 12. That's the problem. I think he can make it and hold it for the 15.
He could go to the rail and I believe play the 15 in the lower right
that
corner.
Adds a lot of complexity to the shot.
I don't know what he was playing there. That's he's gone 8, 11, 1 and using the 15 ball as a break shot.
Yeah.
He didn't like the 11, or he didn't like the 8 in the side, but he just took that 8 side pocket, which is much more difficult than the position you talked about.
Yeah.
Well, there's some reason why he did it, and he's going to end up perfect. He's got the right angle on the 11 for the 1, I think. Yeah, he'll just drift straight up. Stun draw shot.
Yep. There you go. 169, Thorsten Hohmann, 83, Mika. Mika needs 117.
Yeah, Thorsten might have to tackle him to get him off the table. He's playing exceptional here, even though he's playing a little bit different here and there than
Yeah,
I've seen
his
him.
last rack wasn't very clean, the last few balls.
But he's still forcing the run, and he's making it work. He's looking for position on the 1 ball. He's got it. He's got shape on the 1.
Yeah, but the 2 balls at the lower right corner have locked up.
Right, so what he'll probably do is 1-7 and try to get a thicker angle on the 7 so he can go into those 2 balls and have the lower left corner ball as insurance.
You mean an almost straight, so you can go into them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to get a nice thick angle, not too thin on the 7. Okay, he got pretty thin on this ball. I'm not sure if he can spin into
I
him.
don't think so. He's got to juice that.
He still might do it. Yeah, he tried to do it and just missed it. He definitely tried to do that and just missed it. If he gets a little tickle there, he's great. I think he's got to shoot the 12
He's
now.
actually right back in this game. He does have to shoot the 12 and come up for the 3.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done what he has to do to stay in this match, and that is he's running balls, and keeping Thorsten in the chair, and he's not making any errors that cost him to lose the control of the table. When he does end this inning, he will miss it, not on a miss, but probably on a safety. I don't see him taking any risky shots.
Well, it's hard to get back on that 3, especially you're shooting around the rack, and you've got the cloth has got a lot of slide, so whatever the English he puts on, it's not going to grab.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to use top outside here and just
Yeah.
go 2 rails up, short rail, and back up.
No, that's
Short rail, short
impossible.
rail.
Yeah, he's not going with that. You got to hit a controlled shot. You can't move the ball 18 feet and hope to come out with a shot.
Well, he thought he was going to get the 2 or the 3, and I get what you're saying, but you do have to pocket the ball, and that was the highest percentage to pocket the ball.
That was a great shot. You need the most of that. Uh-oh. 7 him. Yeah. It's a nice hand.
I think he one-stroked that shot. He thought it was kind of a hanger.
Well, Mika came back with an 88 ball in. I mean, kind of was sloppy in the way he hit it, stepping over the table and shooting backwards almost.
And he one-stroked it, I think. He didn't seem to take the time they usually take.
A few short strokes, but he never had a good sight at it. This is really championship caliber stuff here going on here.
I think he pretty much assumed it was in and just took it a little for granted.
I wasn't that crazy about the resulting position anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure Thorsten's not either.
Wow, Thorsten's delighted.
Actually, a 13 goes in the side here. I know that may be a poor thought process on my part.
No, there's a ball hanging in the pocket. He doesn't have to panic.
Right, but there's no panicking playing the 13 inside and having position on those 2 balls.
He's going to cut the ball off of the ball in the corner and break with that.
Yeah, I've got a head in the way, and the ball that's hanging up is hidden from the screen, I can see. I think he got a little love tapping. You can see the 8 and the other ball on the rail here. He's got options.
Yeah.
I'm a young guy. My back is killing me from standing the whole time.
Yeah.
But just can't see the table unless I stand here correctly. He might have a shot in the 9, and that solves a lot of problems. If he can get rid of the 9-6, then all those balls go, and it's sort of Christmas. Yeah, that's it. That's a solid shot there, and a solid read, to take that ball and to look for that shot. A lot of guys won't even look at balls up table when they're there.
I think you play this with a view of shooting the 8, but you try and get on the 13. So now he can bump a ball, improve the position, and get it.
Yeah, he can bump the 4 in a better break position, and he's got the 6 ball and the 8 ball as insurance.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100% solid thinking from Thorsten on this.
Okay.
He must have been too thick on the ball to naturally move into the 4.
I don't know what's going on now, because he's going to wind up with the 4 ball. If he plays the 11 and the 6, he winds up with the 4 at the end, which is no good. There's a key ball.
Right. Maybe
he's going to try and get on the 4 and then play the 8 in the side.
Yeah, he could also use the 8 in the side as a break shot. It's not ideal. I'm just throwing out the stuff out there that's possible, so you don't just say, well, this is what's going to happen, because when he uses the 4 to bump the 5, that same angle is going to have a lot of speed on the cue. He got perfect on the 4 to do exactly what Danny said, bump the 5 out a little further, which makes it a much better break shot.
I would have preferred not to bump the 5 out, but I'd rather have control
the cue on the 8. Yeah, okay, I hear what Danny's saying.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, he might just go 8 and try to get thick on the 4 where he can pull it up above the 5 without touching the 5. That's, again, playing perfect position.
He's shooting so good, he may just opt to leave the 4 in the rack, leave the cue ball in the rack after shooting the 4.
Right, that's a,
Uh-oh.
No, he's playing shape off the 4, 2 rails back to the middle. This isn't easy and requires perfect speed control, but Thorsten's been doing this all night, so I suspect he'll put the cue right back where it is after this shot, maybe favoring a little to the left. favor in the low to the left. Yeah, great shooting.
Good
Good speed. He's got a little longer than he'd like, but he's still perfect, you know. He'd like to be a diamond closer to this ball. Makes it a lot easier pocketing.
Did Jim say 158? It's 178.
Yeah. I don't know what he said. I can't hear, I can't see, I can barely walk.
It's 178 for Thorsten Hohmann and
88 for Mika.
for Mika.
Guys, again, we'd like to thank Jimmy Gauthier, Carpet Jimmy, for putting this on. It's an amazing exhibition of two of the greatest players alive right now, Mika Immonen and Thorsten Hohmann. Mika's from Finland, Thorsten's from
Fulda.
Germany.
He's from Fulda, Germany. That's the town he's from.
I believe Mika primarily lives in New York, and Thorsten lives in the Philippines at the moment. A perfectly executed break shot. Our visuals are gone again, so trying to make do, guys. Sorry if we call it wrong.
You know what would be great? If they had a whole stack of computers and they just flicked them like when you had those cards when you were a kid and you flicked them. Maybe they could do that with the computer tablet. Get a whole bunch of computer tablets.
And then whenever it freezes, we can just move the tablets forward and forward, and we can see it progress. Yeah, the internet just keeps freezing on us, guys, and
It breaks with the one here.
yeah, Danny's saying he's going to go. I don't think the 15 blocks the one. If it doesn't, he's going to go 7-1, open it up, and have the 15 and the other ball on the rail as
If he can
insurance.
hold it, if not, I think he goes and picks up the 6 first. Or the 8, okay.
Maybe the 11, Danny. 11 might
Oh,
go.
he might have the 11, sure. See, I would have liked to have picked up the balls on the bottom of the rack first.
Yeah, that goes to say, he had 2 insurance balls, one on the right side of the table, one on the left side. You use the one ball as a break shot, and then you have a couple of insurance balls after.
Got the 9.
Now, he went after a ball, and he didn't have insurance, and the 9 ball came out for a shot. So that's why.
That's a tremendously lucky roll.
Yeah, that's why the other play Danny was talking was probably a lot safer and a lot more classically correct.
Yeah.
You know, again, you don't have to get a bad roll when you go into the stack, but
No, but you can.
you can prevent it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you can prevent it by having insurance. So that's a valuable lesson that we can all use. What Danny just gave us there, using the one ball instead.
Well, you know, where there's no object, there's no subject. If you don't go into the balls, they can't hurt you.
Yeah.
So, if he's got an angle, he's got to shoot the 4 and bump the 14. But if you've got a slight angle, you just muscle this out of the way. Oh.
Okay, he was trying to get that past the 8, so he had the 8 ball. I'm not sure if he got there.
I know, I'm going to give you a little piece of information here. There's 2 balls on the bottom right, clustered, and he's got to address that.
Yeah, again, there's a head in the way, so I can't see the whole table. I'm going to actually walk away from the booth and see what's going on.
Mike, your wire. Mike was trying to electrocute himself. His wire was in his drink.
Yeah, that was my next option here. If I can't see the table, then I might as well die. He's got the 15 ball
Our
goes.
technician also works for Sing Sing Prison. He's the executioner who runs the electric chair.
Yeah, I'm used to Rikers, but Danny's.
If it goes the way these monitors have been working, they haven't killed a man there in 20 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty safe.
He's got to bump this.
So the 8 doesn't go by
He's
what
gotta
Danny's
bump it.
saying.
He's gotta bump
If
it.
it does go, he'll play above it and cut it in the corner, but if it doesn't, then he's bumping it. Okay, he might have moved it enough to make it go, but he has no shot.
No, he tickled it. He tickled it. That's it.
Yeah, he's got to bank the 6 or play safe. Now, if he were playing safe, he'd bank the 6 of the short rail, put the cue ball 2 rails up towards the other short rail. If he's going to go for it, which Thorsten plays pretty aggressive, he's going to bank it in the side pocket by him. I would probably play safe here myself.
Well, fun time is stopped over here. Thorsten was, he took a flyer at the end of his first run,
Yeah, why not?
but now with Mika in striking range after running that 88, he's saying, maybe I can lose this game.
Yeah. But he just called the 6 bank, but I really think he's supposed to play safe here. Even if he makes it, unless the 8 goes.
He's going to run into them. If he makes it, he runs into them. That's why he's doing
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I see it as him swinging around it, but again, I don't have the right angle, so I should probably not aim Mika. Hopefully I give some value here. So what Mika's going to do is play this ball and play position on the 14 on the side. I think he can spin this with inside English, get on the 14 on the side, or the 8 ball might go because he did tickle it before.
I don't think that ball goes.
Yeah, the 14 goes on the side for sure, for what I'm looking at, because that's
that right?
one angle I do have.
Okay.
So the 14 goes on the side, and the 8 ball, he tried to tickle it. Yeah. So he also might have had too thin an angle to hold the cue there for the 14. So Thorsten might have got away with something with that bank.
Wow.
Yeah, this will be a shot where I learn something because he's going to have to play safe here. I think he might try to thin the left side of it and play like a one pocket safety where the 8 ball goes to the corner and or goes to the rail and the 14 banks one rail towards it. But I'm not sure if he can control the 8 unless he hits it pretty thin. Do you see anything better, Danny? I don't see an easy shot here. They just try to take away break shots, I guess.
I think that's the equivalent of falling on the sword,
Yeah.
as the Romans would say. That was suicide.
He probably could have taken 15 there and just done a re-rack or re-break. Might have been better than doing what he did there.
Taking 3 fouls, no. I mean, that wasn't necessary. He should have.
What would you have played there, Danny, just to give us some knowledge?
Maybe the same thing he tried, but getting the cue ball back up the table to leave a long shot.
Yeah, Mika's a little sick. He did go for a poor bank and didn't get rewarded and didn't get punished, you know.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone heard. Jim Gauthier said announce the score. Thorsten has 190 and Mika has 90.
I'll play later. Because I this game in the stretch and there's a body in the way.
You think he's going to crush the 13?
I thought he would go into the 6. He went into 9. By going into the 9, he didn't have to get a shot, and I don't think he did.
I think he wanted to go to 13.
Okay.
He didn't want to go over the 6 because you're going to glance up the table.
Yeah, up table, yeah.
Yeah. And he was in a good position to control the ball. He just.
Yeah, I thought he might hit it soft and go into the 6 and try to play position on the 15 ball. But you either go to, what Danny's saying is you either go to the top of the stack or the bottom of the stack, depending on where you are. He was probably favoring the lower half, which is why Danny suggested the bottom of the stack.
Yeah,
and,
I thought he could kill the cue ball by going into the 13.
Now, Thorsten's in kill zone, but he really just needs to control the table by playing safe and out moving Mika. And of course, that's asking in tall order, but I don't think he should go for some risky combo or something.
Here's the problem. Safety play is not Thorsten's forte.
Yeah, Thorsten's forte is running hundreds.
It's very hard to leave a safe on this table unless you could stick the cue ball on something.
Yeah, I think he can hit the 6 and stick him on the 8 ball to the right side.
No, he's got the 15 in the side then.
No, pull it underneath the 8 and just put it to the right side and he doesn't have a shot. Unless you're saying he can't get around the 8 to do that. But I think he has almost a dead straight shot where he can pull around that. Maybe I'm wrong, and again, that's my angle that I have, that I can't see anything. But we're doing the best we can here, guys.
Playing the 5.
Okay, so Thorsten's playing a 15-5 combination. He has a good reason for doing that. If he hits the 10, it'll carry him off the 10.
He's playing the 6 into the 10.
Okay, but in any case, he sees a carom off the 10 into the 5. He can either hit it clean or hit it off balls and still make it go. So
it's a one-shot proposition. If he makes it, he wins the game. Either way.
yeah, there's a lot of ways to make the ball.
Oh, he
Yeah,
made
he
it
hit it
clean.
clean.
Okay.
So like I said, he can hit it off the 10 or clean. He ended up hitting it perfect. So
My God, he hit that clean.
Great shot, yeah.
That was so smooth.
so Thorsten's not losing the table on combination. So I wouldn't leave him or Kevin Clark a combination if I'm playing safe. Kevin played some of the greatest combinations I've ever seen against Tony a couple weeks ago. There was an exhibition Tony put on. Well, actually,
Oh, the benefit
Yeah.
for Puerto Rico?
yeah. But anyway, back to this match. I think Thorsten's probably out here. He can play the 11, go into the stack, and have the 10 as insurance. But he decided to play the 7 instead. I'm a little surprised by that, Danny. I thought he'd play the 11 and go into the stack and
No,
have
he doesn't need
insurance
to.
of balls.
He doesn't need to.
He needs 9 balls, right?
No, he needed 10.
Okay.
The 13 goes. The 6 and the 15 and the 1 go. So
All
he
right,
doesn't need to break anything.
I just thought I'd make it a little easier for myself to run out the balls, but
Well, you make it easier to
For your
open it up
opponent.
and get stuck. You make it. All he's got to do is work around these things. He doesn't have to go into them.
that's why Danny's a Hall of Famer and I'm a student. So he's going to go ahead and,
Come around.
like Danny said, probably play the 10, come around 2 rails for the, it looks like
15,
2 ball,
6,
15 or 1.
Yeah.
He's got 3 balls once he comes around. And the balls he'll leave on the table is probably the 8, 9, 4, 3, and 10 ball. He said playing for 2?
Yeah.
That can't be right, right?
No, it's not right. Jim. 3.
That's 3.
3. I'd like to mention, if anyone notices, Thorsten is wearing a pink glove that's made by Kamui products. A special glove for the benefit of breast cancer.
Guys, this might be over, so just a last minute shout to my sponsors, Jacoby, Kamui, Predator. All have done me well. Amsterdam Billiards. Danny's sponsors, Schoen, his pool room in Danny, what's
Easy Street Billiards.
Easy
in
Street
Monterey,
Billiards.
California.
Schoen and Parawire, Bob Coates, close friend of Danny's and big sponsor of his. A special thanks to Jim Gauthier. We're live here at Greenleaf's, most beautiful room you'll ever be able to play in. Exceptional people, exceptional benefit. And this 3 ball will be the end of the match.
The 9 ball.
Oh, no, he's playing the 3, Danny.
Does he have it? I don't know that he has it.
Again, the one angle I have, this ball actually goes, so. That's the end of the match, guys. Final score 200 to 90 then? Final score 290? Yeah, both guys put on a clinic for us. Very nice pull from both players.
Wow.
Let's see if we can get.
Michael, this was a pleasure doing the game with you. I think we're going to have a chance to do a few more games this week during the tournament at Monrovia. And this was for a fine cause, the Humane Society and a couple of local kennels over here. A couple local trophies. Great job. Great job.
Yeah, Jim Gauthier is really doing some fine stuff for straight pull here in Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah, an exceptional person. Very thoughtful of him to put this stuff on for the players and for the other benefits.
And the best part is now I get to feed my fat.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fine food here. Thanks, guys. We're signing off. Thanks, Danny, again for letting us play together.
You can't see that on camera, but
Thanks to Christine, my wife. She's amazing. Thanks to Sarah Brody. Just amazing family that helps us do this.
very happy that I'm here, by the way.
Guys, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.